In Plattsburgh, New York, there was a remarkable 10-year-old boy by the name of Benjamin Giraud. Benjamin is an extraordinarily deep, loving, gentle soul, but he communicates very little and expresses very little emotion even to his parents. His way of being is different. His way of learning and thinking is different. His way of expressing himself is different from that of the other children in his class. Like 1 out of every 68 children in this country, Ben has a condition known as autism. His parents and his teachers realize how unique and special he is. They love him very much and try their best to understand him. Sometimes they find it frustrating not knowing what he is feeling inside. One day, his teacher gave the 5th grade class an assignment to celebrate National Poetry Month. The students were asked to write a poem about themselves, a poem called I Am. The first 2 words of every line were given by the teacher, and the students were to complete the lines and describe themselves. I am began the first line. I wonder was the second line. I hear continued the third, all the way down to the end of the poem. Little Ben arrived home more excited than his parents had ever seen him before. He could not wait to write his poem. Immediately he sat down at the kitchen table and worked with intense concentration, not looking up until he was finished. A few hours later, he showed the poem to his parents. I am odd. I am new. I wonder if you are too. I hear voices in the air. I see you don't, and that's not fair. I want to not feel blue. I am odd. I am new. I pretend that you are too. I feel like a boy in outer space. I touch the stars and feel out of place. I worry what others might think. I cry when people laugh. It makes me shrink. I am odd. I am new. I understand now that so are you. I say, I feel like a castaway. I dream of a day that's okay. I try to fit in. I hope that someday I do. I am odd. I am new. The parents were stunned and broke down in tears, so proud yet so heartbroken. Never before had they been shown such a glimpse into the heart of their son. Never before had he been able to pour out his innermost feelings of isolation and loneliness, his realization of being odd and not fitting in, his hurt at being laughed at, his dreams of acceptance. But then the parents realized the extraordinary wisdom the little boy had achieved. He understood that he was odd, but that so was everyone else, each in his own way. And I wish everyone could come to understand that. The next day, Benjamin was supposed to read his poem to his class. But when he woke up in the morning, he was so afraid and so panicked that he could not bring himself to go to school. His anxiety had once again taken over. He thought his poem was no good, and he could not face his classmates. But his father thought it was good. He thought it was very good. And he thought it had an important message, not just for other people dealing with autism, but for all people dealing with life. So his father posted it on Facebook, and as we say nowadays, Ben's poem went viral. When the National Autism Association saw it, they posted it on their page too, and many thousands of people have been touched by its profound message. People of all sorts wrote their thanks to little Benjamin for the help he has given them in understanding themselves and others. Each like, each share, each comment he received made him see that not only does he fit in, not only does he belong, but he is capable of touching the hearts of many. This little boy has taught us all to see our own wonderful oddness, to stop being afraid of who we are, to embrace ourselves and all those around us in all our magnificent oddness. This little boy has taught us what someone else tried to teach us over and over again. A new commandment: love one another. Thank you, Benjamin, for being odd, for being you, for showing us how to love and accept that we are all odd too.